Hey everyone, this is a clip from the regular exclusive podcast. If you like what you hear, then subscribe for more. Let's spend some time talking about Deadstream because you told me that it's a must watch, and you were right. It is so fun.
Isn't it fun? It's just great, and it's a one-man show, basically, if you want to tell them what it's about.
Yeah, so the premise is essentially a YouTuber does something bad, and so then he loses all of his sponsors, and he's on the comeback.
He has one sponsor left, and he's doing everything to hold on to him.
It's an energy drink or something.
It's so good.
But so his whole bit is that he does things that scare him, and he live streams it. So he like goes and like throws an egg at a cop or something, or he gets smuggled over the Mexican border. And
I
he just
loved the little, just all the different things that they showed him doing in
yeah,
his other videos, and, it just felt super real. Like, there's people I felt like this guy could be a real YouTuber. I didn't know who he was before this, so I totally bought it.
it totally did. And so then the movie is he is going to spend the night in a legitimate haunted house. And so he goes in there, and then it's actually haunted and things happen. So if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert going forward,
Yeah.
but we're going to get into some spoilers.
Yes, because you have to. It's like, you just have to.
This movie shocked me or surprised me in how equally funny and scary it was.
Right? There's, it's funny for, 90% of it, but then, when it's scary, it's, really freaky.
Yeah, like it is funny throughout, but like the funny does not diffuse the
Yes,
scary.
totally, which is really hard to pull off, with how ridiculous and over the top, his character is, and, it's Sam Raimi kind of humor. Would
Yeah,
you agree with that?
it's very Evil Dead.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's also, gross, and, the creatures are weird as fuck looking and, creepy
Yeah.
looking. It's gross, and it is actually unsettling. It's incredible how they pulled all that off without, being a total ripoff of Evil Dead. Because it is like Evil Dead 2, one guy in a house with a bunch of demon ghost things by himself, and that's it.
But then the one guy is a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's the worst. Like and subscribe. I was just laughing so hard because I'm like, "God."
I loved how just throughout the whole movie, like he's looking at the live stream and like interacting with the comments, and
Yeah.
like his responses to all of them are so funny. Like the one where someone's like, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in any of this stuff, and it's not real. And then he's like, "Oh, that's real helpful. Thanks a lot, kombucha."
Are you still with what's her name? No, shh, we're here.
He's so authentic. I think the only people who like would be really annoyed by him are people that have never watched YouTube.
Yes.
Like he nails the YouTube personality so good.
Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and follow me on Live.
I love how he commits to it the whole movie, but the early part, like you can tell that like he's faking his fear, like he's playing it up. But then
Yeah.
when shit starts to actually happen, like it's just the littlest thing, but like he is genuinely scared.
Yeah.
But he's also like, I got to keep the engagement. Like,
Yeah, I know, it's that's, the best part is that, it gets into really terrifying territory and, you're in a fucking haunted house, you're locked in there, you can't escape, but yet I think his biggest concern at all times is his viewers and, subscribers and making sure that he's, getting the numbers in, right? That's
yeah,
all he cares about is who's watching. It's less even in the dire moments, which I love, but I just think it's incredible how it didn't feel like it was super, long or, boring for stretches of time, even though it's just
oh
one
yeah,
guy freaking out about shit. Literally, there's a couple little, the users submit videos to, "Oh, hey, I looked this up," whatever, but mostly it's just this fucking guy running around a house going like, "What the fuck? Oh my god," and, being funny, and you'd think that that would get old, basically,
yeah.
you know?
The pace of the movie is perfect. Like
Yeah.
it's a very fast, like 85-90 minute movie. Like it never stops. And it's great. And I love all of the comments that that come
Yeah.
through. Like you read the ones below, like the highlighted one, but I love the one that's like, please sign this petition.org to make Matt or Sean stop being a pussy.
Yeah, I know. There's so many good comments in there that just, like, slip through, and it's like, you would blink and miss them, but they're fucking hilarious. Everything about it, and I do love, since we're talking spoilers, the twist that, like, the super fan chick that shows up is actually, like, the ghost from the house,
Yeah.
and that, like, that creepy talisman that he found and destroyed is like, "Oh, wait, that was what was keeping the ghosts out of
Yeah.
here? Oops." Like, it was cool how those things, like, I didn't expect any little twists in this movie, you know what I mean? It was kinda just like, "This is gonna be a fun, like, silly time," is what I thought.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, it surprised me as, like, it was actually scary and it had some, like, just it was really well executed. It was not like, it could have been extremely stupid. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It was very easily could have been really bad.
Totally. And also the fact that it never got old that they were just in that house the whole time. Like they used the house so well to
Yeah,
just kind of like make the movie feel bigger than it was. Like you spend a ton of time upstairs and then they go downstairs and it's like that's a different thing that's going on. And then they run back upstairs and then he jumps out the window. Like it was great. Like
yeah. Creature design is great. I think they did a really good job with, like, the practical effects and a low budget, you know?
do you know what the budget was for it? I wanted to try and find it, but like it looked like it was super low budget, and I was really impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty positive it is. I wanna say that it's because I noticed, like, when I was watching VHS 99, they used some of the same stuff from it, so I was wondering, like, "Oh, yeah, they probably were like, 'Hey, we have all this stuff left over, why not?'" Let me see, I don't see their budget.
I don't think those straight to streaming stuff, I don't think they release the budget
Yeah, because
info.
they don't, like, do that, but I wanna say it is, like, extremely low budget.
Yeah.
Like, their other segment in VHS 99 is also extremely low budget, but I think because both of them are, like, found footage, kind of the way that they're shot,
Mhm.
the way that they use it, though, it works perfectly, and it's like, that masks the fact that it's super low budget, and it looks great, I think,
Yeah.
even though it is super low budget, and, I mean, a lot of people, that was, like, their big complaint with the VHS 99, but I'm like, I don't think it bothers me. I think people like, if you know how to use a low budget, it's really not a problem, you
Yeah.
know? And these guys clearly know how to utilize it,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
It looks like they filmed it all with GoPros.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
and, like and it was great.
Yeah, I was like, "This is so cool." First off, I think that they're like a married partner or married, like, writing, directing partners. I'm like, I think it's cool when people who are married work together because it's like, you're already stuck with that person for life. You wanna be around them even
Mhm.
more. You don't wanna have, like, your work separate. Like, they must just have a really great relationship is what I always think. So I just think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It did remind me a lot of another movie that Spree.
Yes, very similar.
Yeah, definitely more comedy than Spree, but like just that obsession of being a social media personality kind of thing.
Willing to go to really dark places to get it. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm just a scaredy cat, but I would never spend the night live streaming myself from a haunted house just to get followers. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I just don't care that much.
I mean, this all started with Fear Factor.
I guess,
People just
yeah.
doing crazy things to win money. Yeah,
Yeah, win
publicity.
money and get publicity. I guess that those things are worth doing all this crazy shit for, but I can tell you, like, I mean, I don't know how much money he was gonna make off this Deadstream, but I don't think it's not worth anything if you're fucking dead.
There was a part of it that I thought it was going to end with like the stream not being real. Like the house was messing with him and like all of that. I was totally expecting that to happen, but I was happy it didn't.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like anything that I predicted for this movie that I thought was gonna happen did not end up happening, and then, like, it surprised me, which I always love. Like, not that I
Mhm.
hate it, like, if I can predict where a movie's going, I don't always hate that, but I do find it very impressive, especially with a movie like this that just watching the trailer, you're like, "I'm pretty sure I know what I'm getting into." It's like, it's great that it still surprises you. Like, no
Yeah.
wonder it's been such a hit. I bet you they'll come back with more of them. People are like, "This guy is like he could have his whole like, a whole series built around him, like fucking Evil Dead," right? But I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, he's just not as, like, Groovy Bruce is just hunky and
Yeah.
handsome and, like, the ultimate leading man." But, I mean, I'm here for it. I would watch this guy do anything else. He's great.
It would be funny to have, like, a horror series of just, like, him being in terrifying situations as a YouTuber. It reminds me of, like, the Ernest movies, like
Mhm.
Ernest Scared Stupid, like,
Yes,
kinda like
exactly.
that.
Yeah, and it's like I mean, just the fact that they even made it even scary at all is pretty impressive. I'm really glad you liked it. I knew you
Yeah.
would.
It was great. It's super unique, and I love unique movies, and that's why the horror genre is great, is people people feel it seems like people have more room to experiment and be creative and innovative, especially with low budgets in horror
100%.
than any other genre.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why people start off theirs because 'cause they're like, "I can try and do something weird and out of the box, and if, like, people respond to it, then great, then I can, like, get a foot in," right? But
Mhm.
that's the genre that's why I think horror is the best genre. I mean, technically, all of them are the best, but I think horror is the best because you can do so many different things within it.